the condition of the soul. What will existence in the intermediate state be like? When we die, falling asleep to this world and awakening in the next, what will we experience? While certain aspects of our condition will depend on whether we are saved or lost, some characteristics of the interim life will be shared by all who die. Fact number 3, torment or bliss. Bodilessness and consciousness as such are experienced by everyone in the intermediate state, but the content of consciousness will differ depending on whether one is saved or lost. The text discussed above state quite clearly that some will be in torment while others are in bliss. The references to the former are few but conclusive. The rich man in Hades lifted up his eyes being in torment, declaring, "I am in agony in this flame." Luke 16 verses 23-94. Without being specific, 2 Peter 2 verse 9 pictures the lost as being kept under punishment. In 1 Peter 3 verse 19, their punishment is depicted as being in prison. This suffering is ongoing and unabated. Luke 16 verses 24-25. Yet it must not be equated with the final state of hell itself, since the judgment day is still in the future. 2 Peter circle verse 9. It is simply a foretaste of hell, a prelude to eternal punishment, but nevertheless terrifying in itself. The interim bliss of the redeemed, on the other hand, is delightfully desirable. It is not yet perfection, especially since it is a time of nakedness. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 1-5, or a time when the soul exists unnaturally without a body. Yet, compared with our present existence, it is much to be preferred. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 8. In describing this state prior to his resurrection, Jesus spoke of it as Abraham's bosom. Luke 16 verse 22, which to the Jews would have represented the apex of comfort and contentment. In this messianic era, the glory of the intermediate state for Christians is that they are with Christ in his very presence, in intimate fellowship with him. From our present perspective, we perhaps cannot picture in our minds all that is entailed in this, but we know that it must be far more delightful than anything we can imagine. Though Christians enter a state of bliss after death, we should not think that this means we have nothing more to look forward to. We must remember that the intermediate state is still an incomplete state in which we are without bodies. This state of existence is provisional, temporary, and incomplete. Because man is not totally man apart from the body, the central eschatological hope of the scriptures with regard to man is not the mere continued existence of the soul, as in Greek thought, but the resurrection of the body. Thus, even in our intermediate bliss, we will still be existing in hope and anticipation of the final day when we will receive our new bodies and be allowed to enter our final home where we shall also be with Christ. 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 17. One implication of the fact that the intermediate state will be either torment or bliss is that we will know as soon as we die whether we are saved or lost. We will not have to wait for the judgment day to find out where we will spend eternity. What then is the purpose of the final judgment? This question will be addressed in the next vlog. Please like, share and subscribe.